Hi, welcome to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee, and I'm here, your host and your friend, actually, and I am here to share our passions, and we're here for Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and my passion is all about knowledge and best integrity of life, and to help just give us the best life we can have and educate us so that we can move forward. And actually, we're sharing journeys so that maybe you can be touched by somebody's journey. So I have here my friends. I have Diane. Hi, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good, Dee. How are you?
Very good, good, good. Well, another week has gone by just
Yes.
quickly, and it's so great to have you here again. And
Thank you.
thank you so much for being my friend and helping me get through this whole transition and journey, and
Thank
life's good. So what's your passion for life?
My passion, as you know, my love for acting and photography and wellness. But today I want to talk about my love for humanity. We all have to be kind to each other. I want to give my prayers out to France, and let's please have peace to the world. Let's be kind to each other, and let's
No,
make a
it's
change in the world.
important, yeah. I've been sharing about inspiration and helping people, and it's important and to love each other,
Right.
and be happy with each other, and treat people with respect
kindness
and
and kindness.
respect. Yes, so it's important that we do that. So, yeah, there's so much going on and so many mean people out there, but we're happy, and we're sharing, and hopefully we're helping
Yes, and we have to
everybody.
stay positive.
Yes, it's all about positivity. Well, we have another friend here, and actually he's a second timer, and he's been on out here a couple of times, as he reminds me. He was probably here before I came. So, hi, how you doing?
Hi, good evening.
Good.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm so happy for you to be here for the second time. It's probably about a year now, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it was weird how we met, but we're going to ask you first. What's your passion for life?
It's to help other people
Right.
to get what they want from life.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do a good job on that.
You do. You do. Actually, it was funny how we met. We were just traveling in the same circles, and we just kept on meeting each other and kept on meeting each other. And I tried to get him to come to one of my events, but he didn't want to come, and I didn't want to go to him. You know, I was like, I don't know this man. I'm like, no way am I going out there and meeting some strange man. But then we re-met again about probably a year later, and he turned around, and we were at another networking event, and he turned around to give me his card. I'm like, I know you. I know this card. He's like, no, I don't know you. I'm like, yeah, you do. And I had to break it down. And then he remembered, right?
Yes.
You did remember. So it's a small world, but he is amazing. I'm so glad God or the universe put me back into his life. And then he did come to where I wanted him to come. So at least he did come. And he had been there before. He knew half of my people, because he knows everybody. And he's just been a very inspirational individual. And
Thank you.
You've done.
I learned few things in my life. Yeah, and one of them, we are a social animal. So we need to interact with people all the time.
Right.
Yeah. Now, let's put it this way: you want to create community, you need people. You need to want to have a country, you need people. So whatever you do, there is people around.
Right.
And when it's very interesting when we go into business. Yeah, what I mean by that is there is too might that people don't break, and they stay between them, and they want to go. Like we call it success or something like that. Yeah, which is mean we don't do business with friends and family.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it's a might.
Yeah.
Why I say that? Because when you start any business, who the first people you go to? It's friends and family.
Right.
Yeah, they give you the cushion to start. Yeah, After 1 month, you can't go to them anymore. So what is that you do now? You start to talk to stranger.
Yes. Yeah.
And here is the second myth. We teach our kid not to talk to
Talk to
stranger.
strangers. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. So now we become hypocrite. Wait a minute. If I tell my kid not to talk to stranger and I talk to stranger all day long, I give the mixed message.
Really.
Yeah. So I say something like that. I teach my kid, yes, talk to stranger, but make sure that someone watch your back.
Right. Right.
Yeah. That you're safe. If you're not safe, be careful.
Right.
Yeah. But you need to talk to stranger
This is
because
true.
without stranger,
I
you
would
can't
never
go
met
fast.
you.
Right.
Right, it's
Yeah.
the networking that
Right.
you've done.
And I would not
Never
have
met.
met Diane.
Right.
So, quick question before we get into this whole thing, because he is deep, okay, real deep. So, what do you do? And, well, tell us a little of your journey of how you arrived to who you are now.
It's very interesting and I would say even inspiring.
I know.
And January 2009 was the last month I was practicing as an auto mechanic.
Okay.
I start to work on car in 1969 when I was age 14.
Really?
Yeah. And what happened in 2008 when the economy started to nose down, so I used to work in a repair shop in Brooklyn. And the manager put pressure on us because the number dropped down and he want us to make the number up.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you ask me to do things that I'm not comfortable, I
Right.
never did, and I will never do.
Right.
He said, well, you're going to make more money. I said, well, you don't do me any favor that. I mean, how much you going to give me more? $200-300 extra? I'm just going to spend more. I'm not going to be rich from that. So you don't do me any favor.
Yeah.
So he said, well, in that case, I don't want you here. I said, well, I will go. Yeah, so I left the workplace, and now I was searching what I can do, because I love people, I love to help people. Yeah, what I can do that I can produce income through that. So I say coaching, this is something that it's a good match for me. So I took course, and the school was even in Australia, not even in the state. So I did everything online.
Okay.
I didn't finish the course. Yeah, but since 2009 to today, I wrote a book. I have more than 2 hours in all kind of interview, television. I have radio. And so far, I save life, I save marriage, I double, triple, and quadruple businesses. Yeah. I don't give advice, and I don't tell people what to do.
Well, you also introduce people.
I do that.
You make connections,
Yeah.
because he's made some connections for me.
Because I meet a lot of people
Yes,
during the day.
yes,
Yeah, some
Yes.
people good for this, some people good for that. Yeah, and my motto is like that. Either I do business or I
Right.
make friends.
Right.
And as a life coach, you created the formula to success of different ways of
Right.
working with people
Right,
that you
right.
could talk about.
Well, there is a few principles in life. Yeah, there is kind of law. When you follow the law, everything working for you. When you go against the law go against you. Yeah? Now it's in a big awareness about law of attraction. You can hear it, whatever you go, you can hear law of attraction, law of
That's true.
A lot of people don't understand what does that mean. Because they take one law and they think it's going to work. And there is actually, it's about 3 laws that working together. There is not one. The first law, it's law of vibration. I mean, everything is vibrate. Everything you have emotion into that. And the emotion is not even one word, it's 2 words. It's energy in motion, which is mean what you feel that moment.
I know.
Now, when you feel high, when the energy is high, how much you can do? You can conquer the world.
Exactly.
When the energy is low, people go to sleep. That's what it is.
This is very true.
So that's work all the time. Yeah? Now, if you're aware of that, so you can have control. If you're not aware of that, it control you.
This is true.
The second law that's works 24/7 is cause and effect. Whatever you do something, there is effect. There is cause, there is effect. And we do all the time thing, and many times we don't give attention what we do. So we don't have we don't have control on the effect. Yeah? And then come the law of attraction. What is that I want to attract to my life? Now, when you have control on those three laws, when you know how they're working, you have more control on your life. You can steer your life any way you want it, because now you know what you want. You take the action that's going to take you there. This is the cause and effect. And you put the right emotion, the right energy in there, so you make things happen.
Now, it's funny because a lot of men don't really deal with feelings.
This
And
is not true.
No. Well, they don't really know how to express it or to relate with the feelings. And for you to, because I know for myself, I do have some challenges with my husband when I say feelings. And I feel feelings are very important. But you do take that into account. So obviously, feelings are important. You're just validating me. So I
There is
Um,
this is another might, but this is go to different level. It's communication. Now, when we communicate, yeah, we use emotion, because without emotion, you're not going to do anything.
Right.
Yeah. Now, in communication, there is differences between male and female. We process information differently.
Right.
We justify it in a different way, which that's come the misunderstanding between male and female. Male justified whatever he does with logic and common sense. It makes sense to me, so I'm going to do it. Yeah. Female justified everything with feeling and emotion. Both of us, yeah, male and female, it doesn't matter. We move from emotion, from feeling. I'm not going to drink water if I'm not thirsty. I need to feel it. I need to feel thirsty to drink it. But I justified, well, it makes sense. If I'm thirsty, I'm going to drink water. Now you see how it's played.
Yeah.
We use emotion, we don't express that. We
But, yeah,
justify it in a different way.
This is true. Oh, you're right. Okay. Yes. So actually, I had got into a little conflict or what have you, or because I was saying I feel a certain way, right? And he was like, I feel. I said, well, okay. He didn't like my feelings, so I said, okay, facts. You want me to go there? Okay, the fact is that because we were talking about break-ins and stuff like that, and I feel like if a person has security, the person that's going to break in is going to go to another house without security first, then try to break into somebody that has security. That's my feelings. So I said facts. So I had to go into, because like you said, men want to have it justified. So then I decided to bring
This is
it
the
to
way
that.
we process the information. So whatever happened to us, we justify it.
Right.
In what way? How we justify it? So the internal justification, it's have to make logic for me. It have to make sense. Yeah? And now I accept that. Female rewire different. Yeah? And you see another area that there is caused a lot of clashes between male and female, usually is husband and wife. Yeah? The wife came home and she want to share what happened in a day. Yeah? The husband want to be quiet. Yeah? So how I'm going to shut her up? This is what he think. And she said, well, I want to share it with somebody. If I'm not sharing it with you, I'm going to be on the phone. One of my girlfriend, and I will talk for hours. Yeah? So men want to fix everything on the spot. Yeah? What's your bother? What's bother you? Let me fix that. Leave me alone. Yeah?
But I feel everybody's different, though. I feel like everybody's an individual, and some men, I feel, do want to talk and communicate. I feel like this.
But they are fixers.
They are fixers, yes.
And the thing is, I feel, and here
I
go
know where
with
you're
my
coming
feel.
from. I know where you're coming from and what you're saying.
But the thing is, they do want to sometimes you just, as a female, you want to just express yourself.
Yes.
And I don't want you to say anything. Just listen to me.
Right.
Just hear me. I don't need you to fix it, okay? Because I'm going to fix it. I just want you to understand
Where I'm coming from.
where I am and listen to me, and I want to fix it myself. And that's what you do as a coach, basically, because you say you
Yes.
don't really fix it. You let them fix it.
I give you example, yeah, because I said I don't give advice. I don't believe
Right.
that advice is working, and I'm not qualified to give advice.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I put it this way: if you want medical advice, you go to doctor. If you need law advice, you go to lawyer. If you want business advice, you go to the guy on the top of the chain, and you ask him. Now, you don't get advice; you get the blueprint, which is mean he tell you all the action step that he took when he start until he get where he is. And I'm not this guy to give you advice.
Right.
And the story go like that. I mean, my oldest daughter, yeah, it's 5 years ago, she was still living overseas. We was talking on the phone every week. Yeah, and one day she said to me, Dad, I have problem. Yeah, I need your help. I said, well, tell me the story. Let me see what I can do. She said, look, I have a bachelor degree. I can go to MBA. I'm dating somebody. So my personal and professional life going to be where I am now. This one option. I have another option to move to France, yeah, to work in the diamond industry. I have place to stay. I have place to work. I need to learn the language. This is the second option. And I have another option to come to stay with you. Now, I don't know what to choose, and I need your help for that. I said to her, well, the fact is I'm your father. The fact is I'm working with people to help them to get what they want from life. The fact is I don't give advice, and that's included you. Yeah, but here is what I want you to do. I'm not going to leave you there. Take spiral book or something that you can write on, and write 3 letter or 3 story to yourself of every direction that you have. The longest one, this is your direction in life.
Really? That's an interesting way to go.
Now, the longest one was to come to stay with me.
Oh, really?
She was looking for my approval, and I didn't want to give it to her. I want her to make
That
decision,
decision.
not me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't, look, I'm going to support whatever you said.
Right.
I believe in your dream. I believe in what you want. Because this is not mine, this is yours. Who am I to come and challenge that? Yeah? You want to go to the moon, I will support you to get there.
Right.
Yeah? I mean, but if you ask me, my dream is different.
Right.
Yeah? So I'm not going to give advice even to my daughter. I will support what she want to do. Yeah? But advice is not my job. It's not my part.
So what is the name of your book?
My formula to success. But I didn't publish that.
You haven't published it yet.
No, I mean,
You're still working on
English
it?
is my second language.
Right.
Yeah. And when it's come to grammar and spelling, I'm the only one can read it.
Well, you
But
have to
this-
get that book out.
This is, I challenge myself, yeah, to write.
Right.
Yeah, I say, well, everybody write a book. Can I write a book? I say, I will start. Yeah, and I finished that in 6 months. I wrote the book. It's a 5 chapter, yeah, and it's kind of in sequence. I mean, the first chapter, it's about awareness.
Okay.
You need to know what's around you.
Okay, you know what? We're going to continue.
Okay.
In 1 minute, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
You smell so good, I won't have to bathe the next 2 weeks. Anything. So, here, laugh a little harder. All right?
I will take him. I would be proud to show you off, you little old weirdo man.
Get a new sweater. The worst dressed man here tonight.
Right. Look, get that laugh. Get that laugh and get it in there tonight because nobody else is going to laugh like her. She's under drugs, all right?
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
Hi, welcome back to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee. And we're just talking with my friends, and you were talking about your book. And
Right.
your first chapter is about
Awareness.
awareness.
Which is
okay.
mean we need to know what's going on around us. Yeah? And not more inside us more than outside. And we train to think outside, not inside. Yeah, so the first thing that you need to give more attention is what's going on inside, which is mean how you feeling,
Yes.
yeah, and how you take it inside. Because feeling creates emotion. Yeah?
And what we want out of life.
Exactly.
And what we want in ourselves.
The second chapter, it's about belief. Because you have to be, when you are aware, you need to believe that you can. Yeah? And the option is endless. And you can do whatever it is that you want in life. And I'm a good example. If I was auto mechanic for over 40 years, and I start my coaching business, I was over 55, people still have, they raise their eyebrow. How you did that? Yeah? Because it's, we don't have any limitation.
Right, exactly.
It's whatever we decide to do, and we stick into that. So this, the belief is very strong. The third chapter, it's talk about health. We have to be healthy. We want to be healthy, mind and body, because you can neglect one. You need to have both. When you neglect one, you neglect the other.
They're all hand in hand.
Now, as a result, this comes the fourth chapter. It's about you become a happy person if you are aware of what's going on and you believe that you can to do whatever that you want to do. And you're healthy, which you eliminate fear and worry from your life. You're a happy person.
Exactly.
When you're a happy person, you create wealth.
Yay.
Is the result.
Yes.
What a lot of people do, they put happiness on condition, which is mean, let me have the money, let me close the deal, let me have that person in my life, then I'm going to be happy.
Right.
It doesn't
No,
work
it
that
doesn't
way.
work that way.
Now, when it's come to wealth, yeah, everybody think it's money. Well, money is part of that. Yeah, but
it's
the
not all the
biggest
time.
part, wealth, is people.
Yeah. Yes.
When you're able to pick up the phone and, hi Dee, how are you? How you feeling?
Yeah.
And let's get together for
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
wealth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is worth more than money.
Oh yeah.
And people, when people start to understand that, their life going to be
Yeah,
different.
truly. I feel also time is so important.
Time
And
management.
that, and well, time, you
Time.
know,
Oh,
so time in general, and that's part of the wealth, the worth, and the wealth because time, they say time is money, but time is precious, and you don't know where the time I spend with you.
Mhm.
That's precious.
It's value.
It's value. It's all that is value. So I love that. So you have to be able to translate that into English. So do it in your language.
Well, this, me and my wife working on that when she have time.
Okay.
Yeah. So we translate two chapter. Yeah. And when she have time, we're sitting on that. If she don't have time, I don't want to put pressure.
No.
So because I prove to myself, yes, I can do that.
Yeah.
This is the most important, that you prove to yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
We condition to prove ourselves to other people.
No, it's all about
And then
yourself.
we have
Yes.
the pleasing personality since we kid. And when you break it down, you start to live your life who you are, not to justify it to other people.
That's it. That's it. Actually, you're so right, because I know I have I've been put in situations, and then I start to explain why I felt like a certain way, because I felt persecuted or what have you. And when I started to explain myself, I said, why am I doing this? No. Okay, let's just stop right now. And okay, fine. That's your perception. That's what you thought. I just will work on it. That's it. I'm not going to change how you feel at this point. So I just have to deal with it. So I love the fact that Chaim is there, and he's a coach, and he's going to be one of my mentors, or is one of my mentors, because now that I just graduated, yay, on Tuesday, and I did my everything
Congratulations.
online. Thank you very much. And the inspiration and meeting people, and I realized this is who I am. So that's how you felt, and in my later years, and I didn't even know whether I could go back to school, because I had been out of school for so long. And so you didn't even know your journey was basically parallel to mine.
Yeah, I mean, we learning.
Yeah.
We learning machine all the time. Yeah. Now, what we learn is not what we have. Yeah, what we have, it's come from experience and discovery.
Right.
You can go to school, you can be in school year after year for all your life, and you still don't take it and apply it to something useful, because you didn't discover anything. Yeah, when you discover something, now you're on a different role. Now you need to experience. If you can get experience through other people, you need to have your own experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's fast that you get it. Yes, I know how it's work. Don't tell me. Don't show me. Don't. I know how is that feel. Yeah, because what's good for me is may not good for you.
Exactly.
May not good for you.
Exactly.
But I can tell you how is that feel. I can deliver that.
But
You
you,
need
could,
to have
but you
that.
but you guide, like you're guiding children now and doing workshops to guide where they want to go in life. And some people, like we I think us three understand what you're saying, because we feel very passionate for people. But there's people out there that need the guidance and to start a life. And you're working with kids now with workshops of.
Yes, I'm working with kids.
Yeah.
I used to have. They used to call me every year. This year they didn't call me. I don't know why, but for the last 5 or 6 years, there is 5 high school in Nassau that used to call me every year. They have career day. They call me to come and talk to the kid and how to start life in a better way, how to think differently.
Well, you just went back to school too.
I'm all the time in school.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm all the time. I read a lot. I listen to all kind of wise people that educate me.
Right.
Yeah.
And so now the certificate program that you went and just
It's a home
completed.
study.
Mhm.
Yeah, that I don't know. One day I got a phone call and she introduced me to home study if I want to have this certificate, and I say yes, I'm very interested. So she led me to talk with the principal in the school. Yeah, and she gave me the whole material. Yeah, and I was paying monthly, and I studied the whole material. And after a year, I graduate from that, and I become holistic alternative psychology master.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I know that you also do workshops, and you do
Yes.
and you work on one-to-one and what have you. And I actually attended a workshop recently.
Right, right.
Yes, and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you.
Because he's been inviting me for a year or two, whatever. And you say, yeah, 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 yeah. But this time I just said, okay, I'm going to come. And
I have this, you can call it workshop, you can call it class. I do the 2 hour talking, about 2 hour talking, in once a month. And every month is a different topic. What you saw, it's about communication inside and out. When we talk, what's going on in our mind, what we're thinking when we're talking. Yeah, how people see us, how people perceive what we're talking about, how it came out. Yeah, this is part of communication.
Right, because sometimes people get misunderstood when they say something.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So when you choose the different language to speak, the outcome is different.
Right.
Yeah.
it's all about perception. And-
Yes.
But then if you have and I guess insecurity inside, or you're not willing to share who you are.
This is two
That's-
different things.
Okay.
It's two different things. Which in my group, yeah, I build confidence and I raise self-esteem. This is the name of the group.
Okay.
Yeah, and people can free to come anytime they want. There is no charge. Yeah, and for 2 hours I speak, and it's open stage. Everybody can say what he wants. And if there is room to correct, if there's room to highlight all kind of area that people understand that, it's better. And one thing that I very promote in my group is to be unsecure. Yeah, because when you secure and you're comfortable, you sit and you relax. When you sit and relax, nothing happens. Only when you're on the edge. Yeah, when you're on the edge, you creative, you're moving. Yeah, you're searching. Yeah, when I say like that, there is people that looking all the time. When you're looking, you're not active. You're sitting and you're observing what's going on. Yeah, when you're searching, you're active. You get up, you walk in, you look sideways, you look up, you look down, you're moving around, you see what underneath. And then you have the power to choose, because you find so many things that you can do, so many things that's hidden from you. Yeah, when you're unsecure.
Right.
When you're secure, you're sitting and everything in front of you, but
Right.
nothing happened.
And another
nothing
thing,
touch you.
another thing I read on your bio that's true is that when you dwell on the past, you can't design the future.
Right. This
and
is
people
one of
sit
my
there,
logo.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Which I love that, because that is true, because a lot of people sit there and talk about the past and what's bothering them,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
sets them back on moving into the future.
Yeah.
It's very simple, which is the rest of our life going to be in the future. Yeah. Now, what happened in the past, it's done. It's done deal. What can be in the future is totally different. You can choose any direction to go. Yeah. And I say it in a different way. Another way to say it is everybody have a dream. A dream come true. Yeah. Now everybody's supposed to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, go borrow one, go steal one, go to your grandma, see what she got, take one. Yeah. Now along the history of the world, nobody achieves his dream by himself. No one. When you have a dream, you need to have a team that will support your dream. Now, when your dream not come in reality, you need to check your team. Because there is the reason is not manifesting, because of your team. Because you can do, by yourself, you can't do
No,
anything.
you can't.
You need more people to participate.
Yeah.
So now it's come to, you hear it all the time, negative and positive. Well, this illusion, there is no negative, there is no positive. It's according to my world.
No,
Yeah.
I believe that also, because the negative, if the negative's there, I feel that you can take that negative and turn it into a lesson. And it's basically not really a negative, so it's just a lesson that you can learn something from. So therefore, it's really you can turn it right into something that ends up being positive. So, because you learned something.
I look at that in a different way, which
You
is
do.
mean, since we kid, if you go back in time, yeah, we was told what not to do. Don't go there, don't do that, you're prohibited, stay away. Which is mean, we stay away from all the things. We know what we don't want in our life. And most of the people, that's what they know. I know what I don't want because I was give warning since I kid. This is a habit that I take with me since childhood until I grow up. So I'm stay away from all those stuff. I don't want to be involved in that because I don't want it in my life. In the meantime, that's what hold your mind thinking about all the time. Now, when you talk to people and they kind of disagree, oh, he's a negative person. It's not a negative. This is something that he know that he don't want. Yeah? Nobody tell us what we can do. What is our option? Nobody teach us that. Nobody put more attention what we can do. Only what not to do, to stay away, to be safe, to be secure. Yeah? Now, when you think about, most of the people know what they don't want in their life. So when you know what you don't want, three things happen. You're complaining all the time, you look for someone to blame, and you have excuses.
This is so true. Yes.
When you know what you want, your mind rewire different.
Yeah.
You think different. Say, how I get there, what I have to do, who I need to talk to,
Yes.
what road I need
Yes,
to take.
yes, yes.
So there is, the way I see it, either you're running away from, or you're going toward.
It's your focus. It's all about
Now, there is
focus
no
and
middle
goals.
ground
Right.
either. If you go toward something, that's what your mind keep you busy. If you stay away from something, that's what your mind give you all the time, to stay away from things. Now you see why people success and why people not success. Because the way they're thinking is different.
Right.
I understand. Yeah, that is true. But you know, as you're saying, you reminded me, like when I was a child, I always wanted to ride horses, and my father said, "Don't go on a horse. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna fall off the horse." And then you grow up with that kind of fear,
Right.
that and I would have loved to have done that, and maybe one day I still will, because I love horses and I would love to try. But you always have that
But
in
you
the
know
back
what?
of your head.
I fell off a horse.
Oh,
You
you
just
did?
get back on.
You just get back on.
Yeah, as long as the
But
horse
it's a
don't fall
fear
on you.
that, it's like, as a child, and you know what I'm saying.
No,
You brought
yeah.
that point up.
Yeah.
And that
But-
embeds in your head your whole life. I'm going to get on the horse and I'm going to fall.
But,
I
the
don't
thing
have that
is,
fear.
as I
would
said,
love, right?
no,
you get
but
on
the
and
thing
you know.
is, you have, like Haim's saying, basically, you can have the fear, but then you still do it anyway.
Right.
You just have to work through it
Right.
and just do it. And if it doesn't happen, it's even better. And if it does happen, you'll deal with it. Anyway, we're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back, okay?
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
Shannon Gates is the #1 fence provider on Long Island, with the most inventory in stock, including vinyl, chain link, and aluminum. Gates offers a custom powder-coated system that prevents rust throughout the life of the fence. We carry fence tools to the trade. We even stock wood, rail, and glass hardware as well. Shannon Gates has our very own patented locking system. The next time you need fencing of any sort, both commercial and private, give Shannon Gates a call at 631-392-4330. You can also visit our website at shannongatesinc.com.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Horsehair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Hi, welcome back to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends. And let me tell you, this is kind of just going real fast. We had so much conversation during the break. My goodness. Well, we were talking about fair. And fair, and you said the opposite of fair is actually faith.
Faith.
And that's what I do believe in. So you can express what you mean by that.
There is acronym of fear. Yeah, that it said, face everything and rise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Face everything and rise. Okay.
Which is, you need to face it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can ignore it. You can go behind it. And when fear comes from, it's very interesting. I don't know if you hear about Deepak Chopra, but he makes some study.
Yes, definitely.
He makes some study and he find out that we change what we're thinking about every 6 seconds. Yeah. And if you measure how many hours you work in a day, you see how many times you change the way you're thinking. At between 30 to 60,000 thoughts a day.
Right.
Yeah. On the most part, what keeps us busy is fear and worry.
Yes.
Yeah, what's going to happen and if we're safe. Yeah. Now, we spend too much time thinking about what may or may not happen. We don't know yet.
Exactly.
Now, when you change the way you're thinking, something that go toward, not stay away from, your life take turn.
It does.
Your life
It
go in a
does.
different direction. Your life going to be in different path.
And that's where I'm at this point, because as I was telling you all, when I first did my first show, I was asked to come on to a show, and I did it, and I was so fearful, and I had to bring a friend with me because I wasn't doing it by myself. And so the young lady made me so comfortable. And then I saw myself, and I said, oh, okay, that's not good. But I was still there. You know, I was like all comfortable and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, I was a little too comfortable. But I was still there. And then when she asked me again, I said, okay, I'm going again. And I said, okay, I'm going to have to make a little adjustment. I'm not going to be so comfortable, you know, make myself look good. But I said, well, let me try it again. And I kept on trying. And even though I was fearful, I did it. And so now I'm here. I would not have been here if I hadn't been, I wouldn't have been fearful, and I had the faith, and I jumped out on faith. So I know I was equating fear with negativity sometimes, you know, because I feel, you know, a lot of people are fearful, but it's kind of like hand in hand with the negative, you know, a little bit. But at this point, it's just I conquered that fear, and I still have my moments, you know. And when we come on live, I'm like, oh Lord, but then it's just part of me now. And
another way to conquer fear is to have activity.
Yes.
When you're doing something, now your mind focus, what is that you do? And you need to be concentrate on what you do. You can have fear in the same time.
Right.
Your mind, our mind not built to think on two things in the same time. Only one thing at a time. When we leave one thing, we go to another.
Well, we were talking about also stress, because I had a lot of stress for a couple of months and what have you with my mom being so sick. And I found that with the activity, it did help when I would go out dancing, something that I enjoy, or just meeting people, or just having a social, or what have you, coming out on the show and sharing. It just made things better, and it was something to do.
Right.
So
No, that's
life
important.
Was,
That's
was
Stress
still going.
is kind of a different form of fear.
Right.
Because that stress you out, the fear.
Right.
Yeah? The thinking, the overthinking about what's ever going on, how it's going to play out, how it's going to be affect you. Yeah, that's called stress because I will illustrate that like that. Sometimes we hear that phrase, oh, I have a bad day today. I have a bad day. Actually, what happened? Something happened that lasts for 60 to 90 seconds. Now, we rehearse it the whole day. Yeah, we're thinking about that the whole day, and we develop that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't let it go.
Right.
Yeah, now the whole day gone because you took one thing and you spend the whole day over there. Now, when you stop it and you think about something else, you save the day.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
That is true.
It's very true.
That is true. And another thing, too, I want to bring up is, like, I do a lot of things. So it's multitasking and your management, timing your management throughout the day, I know is very important because people, like you say, hours could go by and you don't get anything done.
Well, he helps
Think
with
about
that,
it.
too.
Yes, I know. It's
I'm
management. Time management.
I'm expert on time management.
Management.
Yeah, now, I said like that, nobody in the world know how to manage time, included me. I don't know how to manage time. Nobody find a way to hold the clock.
Right.
Yeah, but what I do through the few action steps that I ask you to do, yeah, you have a better outcome of your day, and sometimes I can find another 2-3 hours for yourself during the day. Yeah, but this includes a high discipline. Yeah, because you break everything into task. Now you give time to the task. This is the way you manage what you're doing. You don't manage time, you manage task.
He told me this last time he was on the show.
No,
and I didn't do it.
No, and it is
and I
true.
still have to do it.
And I know a lot of people, I use my internet, my Facebook for my business too, and I know a lot of people spend hours on there when they could be more productive. Just social, just the social, but it's networking too. I use it for business and I enjoy it. So,
well,
but there are people, there are kids.
All about
there is no right or wrong.
Yeah.
No, there's no right or wrong. There's no right or
whatever
wrong.
work for you.
Right. But
Yeah.
3 hours you can be. There's times that I could take away an hour from it and be more productive in something I have to do.
But
And that's
when
my
you
time
have to,
management.
That's why he's
Right.
there to show you what to do, how to
Right.
come away from
Understand.
that.
That
Therefore, 2 hours and condense it to 1 hour.
Right.
Or what have you.
When you do we creature of habit. Now we have a good habit and we have a bad habit. And habit is activity, and habit is something that we just don't think we do. Yeah. When you start you don't stop habit, you replace habit. Yeah. When you start to think, this is the first step to stop habit, because you're not on autopilot.
Right.
Yeah. Now you can ask yourself how I can do it better, and there is another way to do it. Yeah. There should be more than one way to do it. Yeah. Now you have a better outcome. Yeah, but one of the habit that we do, that's what's going on routine to all of us. Yeah. And this is the challenge that a lot of people have.
Yeah. It's life can be a little challenging, and we talked about challenging also, because some people will say, what is, because I always use challenging. For whatever reason, I just got into that challenging mode. But there's another word that people use to describe issues that they may partake. And I don't even know what the words are at this point. What is
People use the word problem.
a problem? Okay, that's it. Because I don't use I don't use problem anymore. I just say challenge.
I like the word challenge better than problem.
When we communicate, it's one of the way we communicate, we use a word to describe what we feel, what we think, and how to do things. And this is language that we use all the time. We call it problem because we hear it from somebody else and we inherit that. Yeah. Now, when you talk about what is problem, it's somebody created and someone to blame.
Right.
So when you present problem, everybody's still aware. Leave me alone. I don't want to be part of that.
Yes,
because I can fix that.
Yeah.
And if I try to do something with that, I'm going to be part from that,
Right.
and I don't want to be.
Right.
So this is the better word to use when you call challenge. Now, when you switch the word, now everybody can, challenge, I did something in my life.
Exactly.
Let me try it.
Yes.
And if it's not going to work, you can blame me on trying.
Exactly.
So it's a different way to communicate.
Right, exactly. And actually, I had posted, I have all these little things that I read, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So I'll post it. And they said that people that have problems or are complaining constantly, first of all, you can't fix their problem. Or they're blaming or they're complaining or what have you. You're not going to be able to fix that for them. They have to fix it within themselves. And then you don't even want to really be around that. So most people will just walk away because you're going to just shut it down and you're not going to listen. So it's best.
Yeah, after a while, you don't want to be surrounded with people that talk all the time about problem because when you talk about problem, very few people look for solution. Most of the people feel so comfortable because it's kind of pity party. They want more people to come and
celebrate the pity party.
Satisfied how they feel.
Right.
Yeah. To get out. If you want to have something else in your life, you need to do something else.
Yeah.
If you want to have something that you didn't have before, you need to do something that you didn't do before.
Exactly.
When you talk about problem, you just rehearse what's happening all the time, that you don't want to get away from that. So you don't do any different activities, so you're going to get the same result.
Same result. Right. Exactly. And that's why I decided, that's why I guess I incorporated challenge and problems. What's the problem? I don't know what problems are. Because it's always a solution. And there's always something that you can work towards to make it better. So we have gone through our time. So we have 3 minutes. So please let them know where they can contact you, your Facebook page, your email, telephone number, all the digits. How do we find Hein?
If you go wellnessandsuccesscoach.com, this is my website, there's all the information there. Or if you want to have my number, it's 516-424-6289. And this is my cell. I'm available, I don't want to say 24/7, but at least on a daylight. And I answer the phone. And if I don't answer, it means I'm in a meeting. And as a respect to the person that I meet, I never answer the phone. But I will get back to you in a matter of hour.
And he's very helpful with helping, solving problems. I had no guest. I reached out to him. Haim said, I'm always available. And that particular week, he wasn't available. But what he did was he helped me, and he reached out to his resources and brought a few folks into my life. And they're wonderful people, and just like himself, and more friends, and it's all phenomenal. So I want to say thank you, my friends, for coming out.
Thank you.
And sharing your passions. And next week we'll be back, and Passion for Life with Dee and Friends. See you next week.